Right, so I was like looking through my PlayStation 3 games because I was just about to start playing some stuff. And what did I come across but rather Heavenly Sword? Now, I first played this game over a year ago and I didn't really, feel the need to talk about it. But seeing it there and then seeing it amongst a whole bunch of other PlayStation 3 games, I felt that I should come and tell my opinion on this. To give you guys a little preface of where this is going to be going, I'm just going to show you a couple of tweets that I had from like last year when I started playing it. So, first of all, we can see that it says, time to sit down and play some Heavenly Sword. Surely it can't be as bad as everyone claims, with the hashtag of hope. Followed up very quickly by, oh god, I was proven wrong in under 5 minutes. Now, if we skip ahead a little bit, we can go all the way to the final tweet that I sent out, which, I know, it's going to seem a little dumb, but finished Heavenly Sword a few minutes ago. That was something. Kids, don't buy Heavenly Sword. Now, if you take a look at the time, that's roughly about 6 hours of gameplay, considering that I stopped to have dinner for over half an hour. So, 6 hours of gameplay. That is something. I don't think I would normally pay that much. Luckily for me, I got it second hand, and it didn't even come with an actual case, hence why you just see the disc there. So, you know what, I don't feel like I was ripped off in that area, so I'm not going to be talking about the time of the game. What I am going to be talking about is how my stance is rather broadened on that, and it's changed a little bit. You see, it used to be kids don't play this game. Well, now I'll just more be like, everyone don't play this game. You see, what I'm talking about here with Heavenly Sword is that it is just mediocre. If you're a game and you're about to come out on any form of platform or a PC, then you should be done. You should be finished. That is a stance that I've had for a long time. I don't believe in just unfinished games. I don't believe in pay as you go either. But anyway, another time. The thing that, as I said, was my biggest gripe with this is it's just boring. Like the combat that you have for the entire game is just, you can, for me in particular, I was playing at the default difficulty. So I was just, cruising along, having some fun, but I could do the exact same combo over and over. Now, some people might say, but you did that to yourself. You could choose any combo you wanted, but you chose the similar one over and over. And that's where I say to you, if you get given an opportunity, it's like, oh, this will work versus the chance that this might not work. Which one are you going to go for? So, I found myself using the same combo to get through the entire game. When it comes to Nariko, she herself is boring. Like, there is... she's one of the most bland protagonists that I can remember in a while. And I don't know where all this, stuff came where she was a strong heroine just because, spoilers, guys. She does give her life in the end because of the Heavenly Sword thing. But it's like, if you take away anything from the game, it's the fact that, oh wow, they really did not know how to make a strong woman in this, role. Because she's like, I'm going to do this, blah, blah, blah. You never really get a feel for the character. You don't understand what she's doing, it's just like you can see the writing on the wall, and sure, it looks good if you're reading a script and it's like, oh, this makes sense, but when the lines delivered, maybe it's just the voice actor perhaps, but it's just like when the lines are delivered, there's no feeling behind any of them. It's like there wasn't a single moment in the game where I actually gave a shit about Nariko. And when it comes to the cat, all I can remember is, apart from, the atrocious sort of, I'm going to repeat my words over and again, it's very simplified, wild girl sort of trope thingy. The thing that pissed me off most about Cat was all the sections where you actually have to play as her and you have to use the bow. Now, this would normally not frustrate me whatsoever, but you have to use the 6-axis controller. Like, you have to move it and you move the arrows and whatnot. Now, as I said, default difficulty, but when you get to some areas where it's like, you can't let a single person pass or, you will lose. So you will be trying to kill these guys and you'll be moving it, and because of how, finicky the movement is, you'll miss, or sometimes you'll hit them just not where you wanted to, so they'll be able to continue going. And if you have a whole bunch of guys coming towards you, that's not fun. And another thing that I'd like to talk about is there's a cannon section towards the later part of the game where it's like you have to kill a certain amount of people before they destroy the wall, blah, blah, blah. Similar to the whole Isengard thing if you think of Two Towers. Regardless of how many people you try and kill, there is I don't know, I spent more time on that section than anything else in the game. So, you might say that I suck as a gamer. That's your own critique. Could be right, I don't know. But I spent so much time on that, and it was just like, there was a while where I was thinking, am I actually going to bother finishing this game? Because I have no reason to. Luckily for me, as I mentioned before, it is a rather short game, so I didn't have to worry about, going on for another 10 hours. And if there's anything positive I can say about Heavenly Sword, it is that it's mercifully short. So, before you start, thinking, oh, should I even just stand up off the couch and throw this out the window, it's already done. But apart from that, it's the only thing I can think of that's still memorable to me after a year of playing. That was a year ago. There's no way in fuck I'd play this for a year straight. But so after a whole year, the only thing that remains slightly fun in my mind is just the main bad guy and how he's portrayed in the cinematics. He was interesting enough to be like, okay, well, I want to see where this guy goes, and his son, who's the big bloated child thing, but those were particularly interesting. And when I say interesting, I mean like if you have an entire plate that's empty and someone puts mashed potato on the plate, then you're going to find the mashed potato pretty interesting compared to the nothing. So, I mean, take that as you will. I'm going to stand by the stance of Heavenly Sword, don't play it. I just don't think you should waste your time. I mean, if you read a summary on NeoGAF or like on Wikipedia or something and it just tells you the plot, you've got everything that anyone else ever gleaned from that game. Anyway, guys, that's all I'm going to be talking about today. I hope you enjoyed this. I'll try and do some more videos like this again. Until the next time, I'll catch you guys later.